Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea. What if you could literally be the architect of your own self? Let's get right into the blueprint for how you can make that happen.
I mean, you've seen this, right? You ever look around and wonder why some people just seem to be making these huge leaps in their life, while others feel like they're just running in place? Well, the source material we're digging into suggests the answer isn't some big mystery. It's actually a really simple but powerful starting point.
And there it is. That's the core idea. Before you can build anything, whether it's a new skill, a better habit, or a whole new career, you have to understand the ground you're building on. You've got to know yourself first.
So let's run with this idea that we're all architects. Now, any great architect, before they even think about laying a single brick, needs a blueprint. And for us, that blueprint is self-awareness. It's the detailed, honest plan of our own inner world. Okay, what's so crucial on this slide is that word, honest. This isn't about what you wish your strengths were or kind of pretending your weaknesses don't exist. No, this is about a clear-eyed, totally honest look at who you are right here, right now. It is the absolute non-negotiable first step.
And that's the real question, isn't it? It's one thing to say, be self-aware, but how do you actually do it? How do you get it all down on paper in a way that makes sense? Well, luckily, there's an amazing tool we can borrow from the business world. Meet the SWOT analysis. And it's just brilliant because it's so simple. First, you look inward. What are your strengths, the things you're great at? And what are your weaknesses, the areas you need to work on? Then you look outward. What are the opportunities out there you could grab? And what are the threats, the things that could get in your way? This isn't just a list, you guys. It's a strategic map for your own growth. Okay, so you've got your blueprint. Fantastic. But what kind of foundation are you building on? Because if that foundation is cracked or unstable, the whole structure you're trying to build is at risk. And that foundation, well, that's your mindset. I want you to just pause for a second and really think about that. Your gut answer to this one question, it reveals pretty much everything about the mindset you're operating with and whether it's secretly helping you or holding you back.
And this just lays it all out so clearly. You've got two paths. Over on the left, the fixed mindset says your talent is what it is. You're either good at something or you're not. End of story. But on the right, the growth mindset believes you can cultivate your abilities. So challenges, they're not threats. They're how you get better. And effort, that's not a sign you're bad at something. It's literally the path to getting good at it.
And this right here is the whole point. A fixed mindset makes you feel like you're just a finished building, stuck the way you are. But a growth mindset, well, that puts the hammer and the blueprints right back in your hands. You're not just the structure anymore. You're the one who designs it, who builds it, and who can renovate it whenever you want. You're the one in charge.
So blueprint? Check. Solid foundation? Check. But every architect knows that plans are one thing, and the actual messy business of construction is another. You're going to need a toolkit, not just for building, but for all the inevitable repairs you'll have to make along the way.
The source material really zeroes in on these three essentials. You need self-motivation to get the project started. You need discipline to keep showing up to the job site every day. But today, we're going to focus on the tool you'll probably need most often. Because let's be real, construction is never perfect. Look, nobody enjoys failing, but the architect of self understands something critical. Setbacks aren't disasters. They're just structural problems that you need to analyze and then fix. Failure is just feedback. So the question is, how do we use that feedback?
And here is a beautifully simple, totally actionable process. Notice it doesn't say list all 50 things you did wrong. No, it says find the one specific lesson, just one. This is so powerful because it stops you from getting overwhelmed and focuses you on a single, concrete improvement. It turns a painful moment into a productive.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. Every single mistake, every setback, every time a wall you're trying to build just crumbles, it's not derailing the project, it is the project. That's how you learn. That's how you build something better and stronger next time. So, let's bring it all home. You have the power to draw your own blueprint using self-awareness. You can choose to build everything on the rock-solid foundation of a growth mindset. And you have the tools you need to do the work, especially for when things go wrong. You are in control.
And this isn't just a fun little thought experiment. This is your call to action. With this framework, you've got everything you need to start. So the only question left is the one right here on your screen. What are you going to build first?